Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy. I'm 43 years old. I'm a mother of 5. My spouse and I moved out here off-grid into the woods about 4 years ago. And to tell you the truth, this forest has been healing me and my family ever since. And that's exactly what this channel is about. Our garden, my herbs, how we use them and preserve them. We also homeschool our children. We are very spiritual people. We're on a beautiful healing journey, as I mentioned before. We love to cook from scratch, and we love learning new things. So, if that interests you, please stick around. We'd love to have you. Everything is all natural here on our property. We try to stick to Mother Nature as much as possible. They call it permaculture now, is I think the correct terminology for it. We just call it living and surviving off of what Mother Nature gave us. If that's something that seems interesting to you or interests you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, comment where you're from, and give it a thumbs up if you would, please. This first video, I'm just going to go ahead and show you my garden. This was taken on October 30th, 2025. I do have my fall garden going. Some of it got started late, some of it died, I had to replant it, but it's all going well, and we're gonna see how long we can keep it going. I am in zone B6 or 6B in Missouri. All right, let's check out the garden. This is dill. It seeded itself from our summer planting. I let it go to seed so that I could collect the seeds off of it, and obviously some of them fell. Reseeded my garden. Absolutely beautiful. And this is one of the stalks that I had left for to collect seeds off of. And it's gorgeous. I'm not for sure how long it will grow or how well it will do throughout the winter, so this is an experiment for me. I have mullein growing in my garden. I never planted it here. It just voluntarily came up after we put the garden in. It grows naturally here in Missouri. This right here is a Japanese mustard. Again, all of these reseeded from my summer crop. I let them go to seed so that I could collect the seeds off of them. I sell heirloom seeds from our garden, so if you're interested in that, that will be in the description below. There's some more dill right there. It went everywhere. The dill, the mustard greens, and some my green lettuce reseeded itself from me trying to keep the seeds so that I could have some available to sell. That's how I make a living from our farm, is selling the seeds, and I also make an immune boosting honey. If you're interested in all that, that will be down in the description below. But this is all my giant mustards that seeded themselves this year. They're beautiful, they're growing. I know they will grow well in the fall. They are a cold growing crop, however you want to say it. But they're beautiful, and they're everywhere, and I spread some of them out so they wouldn't be so close together. And we're going to see how well they do. And there's some more mullein. Again, grows naturally. I didn't plant any of the mullein in the garden. You'll also see that I let clover grow in the garden. I also let dandelions grow in the garden. All this is medicine, and I love it. A lot of it grew voluntarily. My dandelions I actually had to plant on the property with some seeds that I just blew in the wind. And they really took off this year. I'll show you those later in another video. But again, these are all Japanese mustard greens. More mullein. This right here is all my tomatoes. They did amazing this year, and obviously they're still growing. It is October 30th, 2025, and I have green tomatoes. Those aromas. These aromas right here, a lot of them fell. I'm just letting it reseed itself. All this will come up again in the spring, and I will transplant and move what I need to move and allow it to grow again. More green tomatoes. More green tomatoes. We were truly blessed this year with the garden. With Black Eye Susan growing naturally. More mullein growing naturally. Black-eyed Susans. And then here's all of our cherry tomatoes. These are a mountain cherry tomato. Beautiful, they're delicious, and they're still going. You can see all the green tomatoes on there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I still have flowers on it. I don't know if you caught that. There's still flowers blooming. Now, I don't know if anything will come from them because it is getting colder, you guys, but we also have yellow pear tomatoes. They were delicious. It's something new we grew this year. And they did amazing. I also let carrots. The white flower right there was a carrot. Here's the lettuce that reseeded itself right there. It seeded itself. I let one of them go to seed, bolt and go to seed, and it reseeded itself right there. I also have carrots that reseeded themselves, and I still have some, those are tomatoes, green tomatoes. And I also still have carrots that have flowered that are still in the garden. There's more mustards. Those are voluntarily in this pot. The wind must have blew them there. And these are strawberries and more black-eyed Susans. And then I have more tomatoes growing right here. Tomatoes right there. Still growing from the summer. And then I also have my beautiful green peppers, which also have flowers on them still and new babies. Yeah, there's a flower. Again, I'm not for sure how long these are going to grow in the winter. I am going to try to get greenhouses over them, like little makeshift greenhouses over all of these, especially my warm plants. See, there's a pepper. Isn't that beautiful? Green pepper still growing in October. It's truly amazing. We do have our solar panels. We run off solar and they're set up in the garden because it gets the most sunlight. But here are my carrots I was talking about earlier. These are some volunteer carrots that came up. I'm not for sure if they're from seeds. I also have onions growing still. And some sweet potatoes that I planted super, super late. They are an experiment too. I'm not for sure if they're going to do anything. They're right there. Sweet potatoes. And more sweet potatoes. And onions. These are my collards and broccoli that I started and they didn't make it, and so I had to restart them again. So these are going to be an experiment, and I will get them planted in the garden within the next couple of days. Alright guys, thank you for watching. That's the end of this video. Stay positive, love yourself, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!